Hi, kindergarten. Let's talk math. Today's lesson is use objects to subtract. And I'm going to use a different way to give you this information today. I'm trying something new. So you're going to get to see on your screen what I'm doing on my screen. So you'll see, like you can see my little arrow moving around. So this is kind of like when we use the active board at school and you see up there what I'm doing. You'll get to see it here. So for this lesson, we're going to start with an essential question. Okay? So the essential question says, how can I use objects to subtract? Now, we can tell a story, right? Like our last math lesson, you told subtraction stories. So we can tell a story. So here, I'm going to do a story here to use objects to subtract. So I'll do a story and I'll say, 3 butterflies. Let's see, I'm making butterflies. 3 butterflies landed on a bush. 1 butterfly flew away. How many butterflies are still on the bush? So how many butterflies are still on the bush? Can you tell me that? If you look here, you'll see. Let's circle them. 1, 2. So the answer is 2. 2 butterflies are still on the bush. Okay, so that's a subtraction story. That's one way I can use objects, the butterflies are objects, to subtract. Okay, so now let's move on. I'm going to clear, there we go. And let's move on to the first page in your book, your booklet, your little packet. Okay, your first page in your packet should have a planet. You can see Earth back there in the distance. Okay, so we're up in space, a planet. Now, I'm going to read you the directions and then we'll talk about it. The directions say to use the red circles, here's a red circle, to model a subtraction story. Now, here's the subtraction story. 6 astronauts land on the moon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 astronauts leave. Let's put an X on the ones that leave. 1, 2. Trace the counters to model the story. Draw an X on 2 astronauts. All right, so we did that. We have the counters and we drew an X on 2 astronauts. Write the number that tells how many astronauts are left. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4 astronauts are left. We write that number. Remember how to write it? Down, slide, right, and cut it in 2. Okay, 4 astronauts are left. I'm going to clear this right down there. Okay, I'm going to go up and clear this. There, okay. Now let's go on. So on the first page, you will draw circles and you will X out circles. 6 astronauts landed on the moon. You draw 6 circles. 2 astronauts leave. Draw an X on 2 circles. Write the number that tells how many astronauts are left. Okay. And then we go on to the next page. So the next page has an example at the top. It says see and show. So on the top of that page, you'll see the penguins standing on an iceberg. Penguins on an iceberg. And here is the math problem. You are going to draw, I'm using counters, but you are going to draw. 3 penguins are on an iceberg. So let's do that. 3 penguins are on an iceberg. 1, 2, 3. 1 penguin got tired and went away. X out 1. How many penguins are left on the iceberg? Well, if we X out a penguin, how many are left? 1, 2. 2 penguins are left. So you trace over that number 2. Okay. So that's what you're going to do for each one of these. You are going to go through the problems on this page, and you are going to listen to mommy or daddy read the question that goes along with the problem, and then you are going to show it in the picture. So show it in the picture, and then you are going to write how many. So for this one, it says, use the counters to model subtraction. 6 snowflakes fell from the sky. 6 snowflakes fell from the sky. You could even draw your own snowflakes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 snowflakes. 3 snowflakes melted. So we have to cross out 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. How many snowflakes are left? 1, 2, 3 snowflakes are left. So write a 3. 3 are left. So this is how you are going to complete these. So let's clear that. Clear this. Did you hear my dog? He was just shaking right next to me. And then you have your on my own pages. You will do those the same way. Mommy and daddy, or whoever's helping you today, will read the directions and you will put the answer. This one says, use counters to model subtraction. 5 penguins are swimming together. 2 swim away. How many penguins are left? Okay, 5 penguins are swimming together. That looks like fish. Those are not penguins. Unless we're supposed to draw penguins. Maybe we're supposed to put the penguins with the fish. Okay, well, let's put them here. There's 5 of them. Either way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many swim away? 2 swim away. Let's cross out 2. 1, 2. How many are left? 1, 2, 3. 3 are left. Okay, so that is how you complete the pages on the inside. Okay, but then we have one more page on the back. One more page on the back. There we go, clear that. So here's the back. You will see, all right, there's some lions out in the savannah, it looks like. Okay, the directions say there were 6 lions sleeping. 4 lions woke up. Draw an X on the lions that woke up. So let's do that first. Draw an X on the lions that woke up. 1, 2, 3, 4. They look like they had a nice nap. They're all smiling. Then tell how many lions are still sleeping. So let's count them. 1, 2. Write the number. Okay, so that's how you do Chapter 6, Lesson 2 for the math packet. We're doing subtraction. Great job. Let's see your work. Bye.